Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a trip down memory lane and playing an old Roblox game from my childhood. Make a cake and feed it to the giant noob. Now, some of you might have heard of the game Make a Cake, which is the new, cool, modernized version of the game with way more features than this version does. This version is the oldest version and very simplistic, and I'm pretty much going to show you around the game, show you how to play it, and show you everything in it. So the main premise of the game is to get this little grab tool, grab a piece of batter, and then put it into this first conveyor belt. You watch it go through here, and then it gets transformed into a circle. And then you put it in here, and this is the cake is given ingredients to make it taste perfect. Basically, it just floured it. And this is where it actually starts looking like a cake, so it kind of gets churned in there. And yeah, it turns into that shape. And then you now have the temperature station. You can cook it on low temperature, normal temperature, or high temperature. Now as a kid, I was always gravitated towards the high temperature because I really liked the way it looked whenever it got sent through there. It literally just turns black. For your sake, I'm just going to be putting it through a basic frosting machine such as vanilla. It's going to go through the conveyor belt, and there it is. I'm going to grab it before someone else does. Then we have the toppings. You have sprinkles, cooked chocolate chips, berries, noobs, or cookies. I'm going to do noobs because it looks cool. So now we have vanilla cake topped with noobs. And what happens is you place it on this guy's tongue, and it's just a conveyor belt. There's a control room in there. Those people are controlling and making the noob do things. So I'm going to try to catch up with my cake. I don't know where the heck did my cake go? Well, my cake is gone, but it should go down here and digest in his stomach fluids, like this. So now that you've seen how to make cake batter into a cake, I'm going to show you how to make yourself into a cake. You basically just follow the same steps, but you don't get a cake batter. You just jump into the machines yourself, and it literally turns you into a cake. And now, I am a vanilla cake topped with noobs, just like the other one I made. And I can feed myself to the noob just like normal. In fact, people really like to turn themselves into cake and feed themselves to the noob more instead of actually making cakes, which is understandable. Why make a cake when you can make yourself into a cake? As you can see on the side, we have all of these teleport buttons. I'm going to start with teleporting to the noob, because I do have something to show you over here. We have a counter. These count how many cakes have been eaten by the giant noob, 209. And this is how many players have been eaten by the giant noob. That is just proof of what I said earlier. It's actually going up as I speak. That people like to get eaten by the noob instead of giving cakes to the noob. This is a golden cake frosting machine to celebrate 2 million visits. So I can turn myself into a gold cake. And as you can see over here, we have this little button called Decakifier. Click it, you get a force field, and it turns you back into a human. Except for some of your accessories, it just turns it into a box. Now the way you can fix this is simple. It's called this. Next we can teleport to the control room. In here you have some buttons. We have a way to see how old the server. What is that sound? Okay, I don't know what that sound is, but we have a server that has existed for 9 hours and 14 minutes as of now. We have a couple buttons. We click on these buttons to change the noob's hair color. We can be blonde, we can be brown, we can have black, or we can have cyan. That is very out of place. I don't know why. We have this random cake sitting here. We have, click on the red button to give a noob a hat. He's got a cake hat now. Click on the green button to make the noob burp. Click it, and then that happens. Step on this button to make the noob blink. He blinks every time I step on it. Now I'm going to show you everything along this wall. First we have the shop. Now in the bottom left corner and in the leaderboard you can see how many points you have. There I am. I have 465 points. And you can pretty much go in here and buy stuff with your points. I do have a way to cheese this, and I will tell you how to do that later. But in here, there's a variety of things. You can grab a free ice cream cake. Back here, you have this room, which has a couple morphs that turn you into a chef. I'm going to become this chef. actually doesn't look bad. So you can go over here and grab a rolling pin. And you can just kind of whack this bald guy with it. You may have noticed this pile of boxes, and in here there's actually a homeless guy, and you can talk to him. I'm not going to go through all the dialogues. You can do it yourself because there's so many dialogues and I don't feel like doing that. Then you have this radioactive pool. You jump in it and you turn into a radioactive cake monster. Anyway, let's move on to the next room, which is the mini obby. And if you complete this obby, you actually get a free 300 points. Next is the Cake Museum. This doesn't give you anything or do anything, it's just cool. Next up is the bonus room. You can find this guy. He's telling you that this was made to celebrate 100,000 visits. In here you have a chocolate fountain, which you can splash around in. You have a couple seating areas. Red, very bright red couches. We have a golden cake trophy. And then we got this pet giver. We can have a chocolate cake pet, and then you can use this to disown your pet. Boom, I hate my pet. Let's get rid of it. Have a vanilla one. Boom, get out of here. We have a strawberry one. Get out of here. No one likes you. And we have these, which, shocker, turn you into a cake. Chocolate cake. Strawberry cake. That cake. And then we have a chocolate fountain, which does absolutely nothing. I didn't tell you this yet, but you can turn items into cake. So if I hold this rolling pin, boom, and now it's a cake, and I can clap people with a piece of cake. And I can drop it on the ground. People pick it up thinking it's a normal piece of cake. Oh, it's a piece of cake, I should pick that up. I'm probably not going to get kidnapped, right? Boom, it's actually a rolling pin, and you can slap people in the face with it. And next, and the last room, is a VIP room. You can buy this for 20 Robux, and a little artifact from the past, you could buy this for 50 tickets. Now, this is where things get interesting. It looks like this is a dog pet, and this is a Monster Mash potion, or I don't know what potion that is. You can grab a waffle. I know Super Short Central will be a big fan of this. We have this, which makes you invincible. Grab a free cake. These are face givers. We all know what these are, but they don't work, obviously. Sadly, a lot of the stuff doesn't work. Like, I can't get any of these. Over here, we have a gravity coil. I'm gonna drop the dog on the floor. It's so dumb. I can just kidnap a dog out of my inventory and boom, just drop him on the floor. And we have some speed changers. So I'm actually going to show you a way you can cheese the mini obby if you have VIP. So now that you're invincible, speedy, and have a gravity coil, let's go back to the mini obby. And as you can see, I'm standing in the death liquid and nothing's happening. So obviously, boom. Actually, it gives 200 coins, not 300. And that's not an error on my part that I said 300, because if you teleport out here, or like if you look at the guy, he says, here's the mini obby. If you complete it, you earn 300 money. I'm not sure why he changed it to 200 money. But really the last thing I haven't talked about is cake recipe book. You can use this if you want. It only has like 15 recipes in it. All everything you need to do is go to the shop and just get these poison cakes. I'm going to show you what happens when you eat one. I'm invincible, so this literally does not affect me in the slightest. Okay, so now what you do is you go through any cake station that you want, such as vanilla, just for the sake of it being basic. And you're going to want to just equip all... Okay, for some reason I just got kicked, and I don't know why, but I'm going to continue telling you how to do that thing I was doing. Okay, I'm just going to get 5 of them. You're pretty much just going to want to take them through any of the frosting stations so that they will transform into a normal cake. As you can see, this is a poison cake and this is a poison cake, but it looks innocent because it's an innocent vanilla cake, right? Yeah, look. So now we can find a little child, like, that just smashed his keyboard to make that username. And we can give him this cake. And he's probably going to tap on his screen and eat it. Maybe. I don't know. He's just trying to go backwards through the stations for some reason. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's not a dumb child. Everyone's running away from— How about you? Do you want a cake? No one picks it up, so I have to force it into their inventory by, like, strategically dropping it. Like, there. He has it now. You have a cake. And they just put it away for some— Like, yeah, eat it. Oh. See, they eat it and they just die instantly because that's what the cake does. This is just your lesson to not take candy or cake from strangers. Eat it. Okay, I actually thought that guy would be kind of smart, but I guess being rich doesn't mean you're smart. And we've seen that in many cases. How about you? How about you, Kimura? Eat it. No, don't put it away. Okay, I just wasted another one of my trap cakes. Wait, this is my chance. Okay. He's standing still. Okay, that was completely luck. He equipped one of his tools. I don't know if he saw that. He equipped one of his tools and then tried to use it. So he tapped on his screen and then he ended up eating the cake because it force equipped it. You can do a lot of fun things by just getting items from the shop or like other things and then turning them into cake. So I'm gonna do another thing. I'm gonna do a banana. What's gonna happen when I put this banana through one of the cake machines? I'm gonna put this in here and then it's gonna trip both of them. I only tripped one of them, but now it's a cake and they don't know any better. It's just a cake, right? Someone's gonna go through here, just an innocent little child, go through the golden cake station. Yep, I already found a victim. But I can also put it through the regular batter stations, not just the frosting station. So yeah, banana. Now I transformed it into a cake. It is gray for some reason, but that's not gonna stop some little Timothy from stepping on it. Yeah, I can also literally just send it through any conveyor belt while little Timothy's in there, and then it'll trip them because there's nowhere else for them to go. Oh my gosh. This one's working way better than I thought. Kids really like gold, so I'm just gonna send another banana through there. Okay, that one despawned finally, but good thing I put another one there to place it, or else that would be bad. Yeah, I've been messing around for way too long. I'm probably gonna go and edit this. Yeah, if you want to do anything in this video, go right ahead. This game is very fun. If you want to come in here and troll little kids, or if you want to simply just come in here and play the game like it's meant to be played. So you're gonna get one more victim. One more victim. Are you blind? Okay, well, I think that was my one more victim. I'm sorry that I'm a cake in the outro instead of TroyPlays, but who cares? Goodbye.